Hello and welcome to the Women Creating Wealth 10K in 10 Days Challenge. We hope you will enjoy this exclusive content that we've created with you in mind. And we hope that it might help shift your own money consciousness, money stories, and your thoughts around what just might be possible for you. So we invite you to come along, and if you would like to help us with our own 10K in 10 Days challenge, we would love if you would shop amongst our services and our products. We have memberships for enjoying family photo sessions and family art. Every once in a while, we have a few mini session events that are available to the public, and we have a beautiful guided self-love meditation and a gorgeous, warming, comfy chamomile and cinnamon tea that you can pair with your self-love meditation. So enjoy having a look around, enjoy shopping and treating yourself, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome to the bonus day of our Women Creating Wealth 10K in 10 Days challenge. If you've been following along, then you know that over the past 10 days, we've challenged ourselves to bring in 10,000 euros in sales through our products and our services at Well-Fed Photography. And in the process, we have been releasing exclusive content from amazing women around the world who are changing the whole landscape of wealth creation when it comes to women creating wealth. And it has been a joy to do so. We have enjoyed it immensely. And throughout the process, every day that we have had cash sales come in, so any money coming into the business directly each day, we have given 10% of that away to a charity or a female-led business. And today we're doing something a little bit different. Today is our bonus day, and today we are changing that around to where our business keeps 10% for its operating costs, and 90% of what comes in today in sales will be sent to either a female-led business or a female-centered charity. And we're so excited about that. So that is a huge part of doing this whole challenge. It's something we've been looking forward to all week long. And I wanted to also create a full episode out of this because there's something that I feel very called to talk about. And I also wanted to create a full episode for our podcast and for our social media pages about something that is incredibly important, not just for female entrepreneurs and business owners like myself, but for people availing of services from a female-owned business. And that is around the topic of bartering. So this is something that comes up a lot for people in business, and I think specifically for women in business, partly because of their own generational things that they've experienced, whether that is through a female lineage of women who were not working and were given their own form of allowance to spend, whether that is through a lineage of women who have been working, but perhaps they shared a joint account with their partner and maybe felt like they couldn't invest in themselves the way that they wanted to, or spend the money the way that they really truly wanted to, or a whole host of other things. Regardless of where it has come from, we seem to have found ourselves in a place where, despite the fact that currency exists to make our lives easier, so we're not carrying around fur pelts or sheep or other things to barter with, there still tends to be this culture of bartering. And again, specifically, I feel like this touches on women in business so much, and I wanted to create an episode around this because it's so important. I think for people who feel this is the norm, this might be a great episode for you to listen to around why that should not be the case and why we should be paying for services with money instead of with another service. So for some people, they may feel completely fine with this, and that's okay if they feel comfortable with it. However, I've moved to a place where I understand that I've literally spent 29 years honing my craft, and I'm not that old, but literally from the age of 4, I've had a camera in my hands, and all of the life lessons that I've learned along the way, beyond just how to technically photograph, play very much into the services that we offer and through the business that's been created. And that is so worthy of the investment that it is valued at, and how our clients and our members value our services. And when someone comes along and offers an opportunity to barter, we have a no bartering policy, and here's why. Because if someone were to operate solely on bartering, they would not be able to function in the rest of the other areas of their life, because if you're going to a doctor, a dentist, if you're going to a grocery store, if you're seeking legal services, if you're renting a home or purchasing a home, all of that involves money. And so if someone is purely bartering for your services, that person, unless they have other means of money coming in, they are not going to financially be able to sustain their lives. And I don't think that any female business owner should be in that position. And it is only fair that if someone is going to pay for their groceries with money, pay for their doctor services with money, that they should pay for your services with money too. Now, are there certain arrangements that are beneficial to both parties that you might engage with? Absolutely. If you feel comfortable with that and you choose that, completely up to you. However, I do feel like there is this area where people feel compelled to either work for free or to barter for their services, or to accept bartering for their services. And I think bartering is completely fine if, say, you're in a community and someone knows how to like mow the lawn. Not that they have a lawn service, but that they like mowing the lawn, they have a lawnmower, maybe they have a neighbor who doesn't have a lawnmower, and so they agree to exchange some other service in that regard. But they're not in business, it's not their professional services, it's just two people helping each other out. I think that that's completely fine. Has very much a community feel to it, and that's supportive. When you're in business, that is different, because businesses have their own financial expenses to be able to keep their doors open. They have their own commitment to their families and employees or subcontractors that they need to keep. And if they're solely bartering, they're not able to do that. And the difference is this: if there is bartering, it just continues this knock-on effect of bartering, because all of a sudden, if someone accepts bartering for their services instead of money, then the likelihood of them needing to barter for other services instead of paying for them is increased. Whereas if someone is paying money for a service, that means that the person the money is paid to can then use that wealth to spread it to other people that they need services from. So the flow of wealth gets to continue, it gets to be passed around, it gets to be shared, and oftentimes multiplied. But there is no multiplication when it comes to bartering. It's like one person barters, the next person barters, the next person barters. And the difference is money can be multiplied quite easily, whereas bartering, because it typically involves a time service, it's far harder to do that. So you can either go on this path of bartering, or you can go on a path of financially investing money in services that you believe in and having them invest in other services that they believe in, and to keep that flow of money going. So I highly recommend that if female business owners are finding themselves in this spot, that they first know they're not alone, and second, know that they can create boundaries around this and create no bartering policies, or at least understand that they're worthy of being paid and to work on that worthiness. We have a beautiful self-love meditation that might be of help to you in that. And yeah, it's always a process. And if you're in that space, then I absolutely have a heart for you, and I feel for you. And I feel, as a female business owner, that we have the opportunity to change that for ourselves, for our generation, and for future generations. And the other thing is that when you uphold the value of your services and you uphold it as a financial value for a client to meet, they have the opportunity to either rise to that level and show that they're worthy of that investment and that they can actually call in that amount of money or invest that amount of money in themselves. Everyone wins. But when you accept bartering because someone else sees something that they want and they don't believe that they can financially have it, everyone loses, or they only partially win. So it's your choice. And I definitely invite people to take curiosity around this, to approach it from a very curious manner, to take some of the emotional charge out of it, and then to create boundaries around that from there. So I wish you the best along this journey. I thank you for following along with our Women Creating Wealth 10K in 10 Days Challenge. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had some amazing experiences and outcomes. And I hope that these waves of potentiality and cracking open, just your concepts, your ideas, your beliefs, and maybe turning some on their head and maybe shifting some for the better and the more positive, will go on to serve you well and to serve others well too. So I cheers to your success, and I celebrate you, and I thank you for being a part of this challenge. If you would like to help us with our bonus day of giving back and giving 90% of our cash sales back, then let us know. You can shop our services at wellfedphotography.com. We have a lovely membership that allows for photo sessions and gorgeous collections of family art. And there are multiple tiers to choose from there. That's available in Ireland and also internationally. And we can create family art for you. So as long as you have the print release for any photographs that you want printed, or if you've personally taken them, but you just don't have the capacity to have high quality printed materials, we can absolutely do that for you. We have the podcast, which you can become a patron of, or you can advertise or support the podcast through sponsorship. You can enjoy our self-love meditation that was already mentioned, and we also have a gorgeous cup of chamomile and cinnamon tea. Well, it's a jar of chamomile and cinnamon tea, but you can enjoy multiple lovely cups from it, which is it's just a lovely option. It was something that we started as gifts for our clients, and then we kept being asked for how people could get refills, so we just made it available on our website to make everything simple and to have people be able to enjoy as many jars as they like. And there's so many different ways that people can invest in themselves through our products and our services, and that's truly what we see it as, their opportunity to invest in themselves and our opportunity to be of service. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the challenge. If you'd like to be, if you missed out on this challenge, but you would like to be notified of future challenges, then just opt in. You will see the link included around this episode, and you can opt in. So I don't know what lay ahead for future challenges like these, but I do know that we thoroughly enjoyed this one and we love to put more on in the future. So sign up there and you'll receive notification. And otherwise, we wish you all the best. And again, cheers to your success.